Hey, welcome to another My Two Good Hands video. We're out in the garage. We got a project to do. Let's show you what we're going to do. In this box, we got some shelves for a cabinet. We'll show you the cabinet. We kind of collected the cabinet, and now we're collecting shelves for it. So what we've got is we bought some nice plastic shelves. This is going to go in a booth for selling antiques and what have you. But on the edge of these, you'll notice the edge. Okay, we bought them cut the size, but you can see how that's all saw cut. And we don't want that on the front edge where people are going to reach in for stuff and see this. So we're going to show you how to polish some plastic edge. So stay tuned, we'll show you that. Hang in there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stand all these up. We're going to get them lined up best we can. We're going to put some clamps on the ends like this. We'll put another clamp on the other side. What this is going to allow us to do is we're going to sand this edge. And we're going to start out with some coarse paper and work our way into smoother paper. So you know what we have. This is wet, dry paper, 500. And then we have some 1200s. Then we'll go to polishing. So let me get some water and we'll get some of these cut and then start sanding. You'll find if you crease the sandpaper one way and crease it the other, you can pretty much tear it. But just like that. So we're going to do all our sheets like this. We're loading the 220 into our block. 220's in our block. We got our rag so we can get some water here. And what we're going to do is sand like this. What you want to do, keep this wet. And you just want to sand until you get rid of the saw marks with the 220. You can do them one at a time, but it's easier to keep them square if they're all together. So you can look at this, we can dry it off for you. You can see that we don't have any more saw marks on here. Might be some light marks in a few spots, but pretty much looks pretty good. It does look like we got a little light spot here when we dried it, so come in here and sand just this end a little more. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so now we're going to switch to 500 paper. So the next paper we're going to load is our 500. Once you have your 500 loaded, same thing again, little water. And bring it up here and rub this down. You'll feel it kind of release when you do this. Because when you first start, you'll feel it has resistance. And then as you sand, you will feel less as it polishes up. You wipe that off. You can see how that is really starting to look clear and smooth, and it gets a darker color. It doesn't have the white from the saw. We'll go switch our sandpaper to our 1200 and do a little more sanding. Oh, switch to 1200. Same routine here. Dip this in the water because we need to be wet up here. And we'll use this to wipe. Keep in mind you need more water with 1200 because it doesn't hold the water as well as it's a finer grit. When you wipe it like that, you'll see this almost shines. I don't know if you can see that in the camera there, but that almost has a shine to it. So now we're going to put our water away. So what's the next step? Well, now we want to put a little polish on here. So to put polish on here, we got a multi-speed polisher. Again, you can find this on Amazon. And we got some rubbing compound we're going to use. So we're going to get this. I got to go get a cord and what have you and get you set up. So give us a minute. So first thing we want to do is make sure we have a little moisture on our pad. If you don't have it dry, so we come up here and we kind of put a little moisture into our pad. Make sure our speed is turned down to like almost like by 1 here. Since we don't want this to go real fast when we start. Give our compound a little shake. Again, we are using a 3M product. It's a rubbing compound here. It's heavy duty. It cuts pretty fast, but when you lighten up your push, you get a nice finish. Put a little bit of that on there. It's probably too much. Didn't need near that much, but this will work. And just kind of come along here like this and spread it out. And then you can figure out what speed you need. Don't want to go too fast. You can burn the plastic really easy. So now what we're going to do is kind of wipe this off. Wipe it with a dry towel, see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So if you don't like it and you want to put a little bit more finish shine on it, we can switch to another product. My favorite has always been Mother's. We can open. Oh, there we go. So usually you can take a little piece of paper towel or rag. In this case, you're going to use a little piece of paper towel. Put a little of the Mother's on there. And you can come in here and spread that out a little. And you just rub it on like this. This is a really fine, great finishing touch to get a real good shine on things. It's for mag wheels, but I've used it on plastic. If you go look at some of my videos, you'll see me doing some boat canvas repair where I take the plastic isinglass and polish it. So. Okay, if you get to the point where you're saying, hey, it's not cutting well or it's dragging, get a little more Mother's on the rag here. Once you get that done, you can see it doesn't take long because you polished it with the machine a little bit. The hardest part of using Mother's is getting the lid back on the can. We'll get that in a minute. So now I can take the rag towel here, wipe that down. And now you should be able to see in there, see how that beautiful edge? It's nice and polished. Looks like a professional job. So now I can put that in my cabinet. Leave the protective on. But here you can see in the camera, see how nice this edge looks. That's what we were going for. So here's a before edge. You can see it's got the saw marks on there. And here's the after edge. You can see how it's nice and shiny. That's all there is to it. We're going to wipe each one of these down just to get the water out from between them. So there you go. You can see our shelf. You can see our edge, how nice and shiny it is. So don't forget to like and subscribe to My Two Good Hands. We will catch you in the next video in simple how-to. We're going to finish rebuilding this now, but this is how we made our plastic shelves and got the edge real nice. You'll find plastic is about half the cost of putting glass in there. And if you're going to be open and you're going to let people go in there and pick stuff up and set it down, yeah, you can scratch plastic, but glass, you can sit something there, bang the edge and crack it. So we like to go with plastic, save a few bucks, and don't have to worry about somebody breaking it. So don't forget to like and subscribe, post notifications on, Amazon links below for all the products we use. So support the channel, use the links, shop on Amazon. Thanks for the support. So this is our cabinet that we're working on, and you can see how we put this in there. We got that, still real dirty where we touched it, but that's what the shelf will look like with the edge all polished. You can see that polished edge is really nice in there. I got some dirt on it, but you can see how that looks really nice. Keep in mind that it used to look like that. So that's not attractive at all.